Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to MyMax Academy. In this video, we'll continue on the chapter Relations and Functions, which is the first chapter from your 12th standard CBSE Mathematics. We'll continue on exercise 1.1, problem number 12 in your textbook. So, what is given is A is set of all triangles. So, the set A is set of all triangles, and the relation R, which is defined on A, is two triangles are related if T1 is similar to T2. T1 triangle is related to T2 if T1 is similar to T2. Whenever two triangles are similar, we say T1 is similar to T2, then we will say T1 comma T2 belongs to R, which means T1 is related to T2. T1 is related to T2 whenever T1 is similar to T2. Now we should show that R is an equivalence relation. We have shown this is an equivalence relation. And second part is, there are three triangles. T1 triangle with these sides, T2 with these sides, and T3 with the sides 6, 8 and 10. Which among the triangles are related to each other? Which among the triangles are related to each other? So we'll go to the proof of this. So proof is, now to show R is an equivalence relation, we need to show that R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. We'll show that R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now, so we'll first take with the reflexive one. Now to prove reflexive, any triangle that is taken from A, any element from A, if we take a triangle from A, because A consists of all triangles. To take any element from A means we are taking one triangle from A, and we should show that the triangle is related to itself. Which means we should show that the triangle is similar to itself, and which is true. A triangle is similar to itself. So that's how we are going to have the proof. So we'll say, let a triangle, we are taking triangle T belonging to set A. Then T is similar to the same triangle T. C is similar to T, therefore, and this is true for every T belonging to A. Therefore, T comma T belongs to R for every T belonging to the set A. Therefore, R is reflexive. Therefore, we can say R is a reflexive relation. Now, to prove symmetric, we should take an element A comma B belongs to R, and then we should prove that the reverse B comma A belongs to R, which means whenever T1 comma T2 belongs to R, we should prove that T2 comma T1 also belongs to R. The reverse also belongs to R. So that is what we are going to prove now. Fine. So we'll say for symmetric, right? We'll take a pair. So let T1 comma T2 belongs to R. Like A comma B belongs to R, we should prove the reverse. T2 comma T1 should belong to R. We should prove that. Now T1 comma T2 belongs to R means what? T1 is similar to T2. Similar to triangle T2. And whenever T1 is similar to T2, we can also say that T2 is similar to T1. Therefore, we can say T2 comma T1 will belong to R. Because T2 is similar to T1 means when T2 is similar to T1, then T2 comma T1 will belong to R. So we have proved that when T1 comma T2 belongs to R, we have proved that T2 comma T1 belongs to R. That makes it R as, therefore R is symmetric. Therefore R is symmetric. Now we should check for transitivity. So transitive. Now we'll take two elements. Let T1 comma T2 belongs to R and T2 comma T3 belongs to R. Now we should show that T1 comma T3 belongs to R. So don't get confused with these T1, T2, T3 with these, right? So don't get confused with these three. That any two elements are T1, T2, T3 are any general elements from the set A. T1, T2, T3. Three triangles we are taking from set A. such a way that T1 is related to T2 and T2 is related to T3. We should prove T1 is related to T3. How do you prove this? No, when T1 comma T2 belongs to R means T1 is similar to T2 and T2 comma T3 belongs to R means T2 is similar to T3. So when T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3 means we can say T1 is similar to T3 based on the similarity of the triangle condition. So T1 is similar to T3. Therefore, since T1 is similar to T3, T1 is similar to T3 means T1 comma T3 will belong to R. Therefore, T1 comma T3 belongs to R. So now we have taken T1 comma T2 belongs to R and T2 comma T3 belongs to R means T1 comma T3 belongs to R. We have proved that. Therefore, R is transitive. Now since R is reflective, symmetric and transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. So since R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. Fine. Now the second, so this is the first part. The second part is T1, there are three triangles. T1 has these three sides, T2 has these three sides, T3 has these three, 6, 8 and 10. We have to see which among the two are related, which means which of the two triangles are similar. Because only when the triangles are similar, they are related as per this. Now, to prove which two are similar, now first we need to check whether T1 is similar to T2. T1 will be similar to T2 if the corresponding sides are proportional or all the angles should be equal. We have all the AA, AAA and all that. So here sides are given. So we will check whether they are proportional, which means 3 by 5 should be equal to 4 by 12. So 3 by 5, 3 divided by 5 is not equal to 4 by 12. So these two are not similar. T1 is not similar to T2, therefore T1 is not related to T2. Let's take T2 and T3. 5 by 6, is it equal to 12 by 8? No. 5 by 6 is not equal to 12 by 8 because the corresponding sides are not proportional. Therefore, T2 is not related to T3. Now let's take this one. 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. 4 by 8 is also 1 by 2. 5 by 10 is also 1 by 2. So therefore, 3 by 6 is equal to 4 by 8 is equal to 5 by 10. All are proportional. So therefore, we can say T1 is similar to T3. Therefore, T1 is related to T3. So among these three, T1 is related to T3. We can say that, right? So we'll say T1, we'll say sides of, this is for part 2. I'll write part 2 so that it is clear. We are writing the proof for part 2. Part 2 is this one. This is part 2. Part 2 is, proof is sides of T1 is proportional. The sides of T1 are proportional to sides of T3. Therefore, T1 is similar to T3. Therefore, T1 is related to T3. We can even say T3 is related to T1. Doesn't matter. Since it's an equivalence relation, other conditions are, even you can say T1 is related to T1. T2 is related to T2, T3 is related to T3. But T1 is related to T3, or we can say T3 is related to T1. That way also. So here, what it says is T1 is related to T3. Among these three triangles, only T1 is related to T3. Or you can even say T3 is related to T1, the reversed way, because it is a symmetric relation. Fine. So all of you pause the video and take the notes. We will go to the next problem, which is problem number 13. We'll do problem number 13. take my marker. So 13th one is what is given. So given is A is a set of all polygons. So A is set of all polygons. Polygons are what? Polygons are a simple closed curve made up of sides. Now the relation R defined is such a way that R is P1 comma P2. P1 comma P2. P1 is related to P2. P1 is related to P2. Says whenever P1 and P2 have same number of sides. P1 comma P2 have same number of sides. Then we call the two polygons as related. It has set of all polygons means it will have rectangle, triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, octagon, everything, hexagon, all the polygons. And two polygons are related when they have same number of sides, which means one triangle is related to another triangle, one quadrilateral is related to another quadrilateral, or one quadrilateral is related to rectangle, because rectangle also has four sides, quadrilaterals also have four sides. Even a rectangle is also a quadrilateral, right? So similarly, pentagons will be related to all pentagons, right? Similarly, hexagons will be related to all hexagons. A quadrilateral cannot be related to a triangle because quadrilateral has four sides, triangle has three sides. So the number of sides are not same. Therefore, a quadrilateral is not related to a triangle, whereas a triangle is related to any other triangle. A quadrilateral is related to any other quadrilateral. Pentagon is related to any other pentagon. So that's how the relation is. Now we should show that R is an equivalence relation. That is part 1. And also we should find the triangles. We have to find all the elements in A related to the right triangle T. We should find all elements. Second part is what is the set of elements? Set of elements in A related to right triangle related to right triangle T with sides 3, 4 and 5. So these are the sides of the triangle. Right, now we should show that first we should prove that R is an equivalence relation, for that reflexive. So we will take one polygon, we will take a polygon from the set A. So we will take, let a polygon, I am calling it as P, let P belongs to A. Then a polygon, I am taking a polygon from A, then what we have will be P and P. The polygon, the same polygon, P and P have same number of sides. Same number of sides. Because the polygon P and itself, they will have same number of sides. A triangle and the same triangle will have same number of sides. The P and P will have same number of sides, which means P comma P will belong to R for every P belonging to A. Therefore, R is reflexive. Now, to prove symmetric, we should take an element from the relation R. We will say let P1 comma P2 belongs to R. When P1 comma P2 belongs to R, what we can say? We will say P1 and P2 have same number of sides. Same number of sides, because that's when we will say P1 is related to P2. When P1 and P2 have same number of sides means P2 and P1 have same number of sides. Same number of sides. Now P2 and P1 have same number of sides means P2 comma P1 will belong to R, because that is the definition, right? When P1 and P2 have same number of sides, then P1 comma P2 belongs to R. If P2 and P1 have same number of sides, right? If P2 and P1 have same number of sides. So here P1 and P2. P1 and P2. Here we got P2 and P1 have same number. P2 comma P1 belongs to R. Therefore R is symmetric. Now for transitivity. Transitivity we'll say let P1 comma P2 belongs to R and P2 comma P3 belongs to R. P1 comma P2 belongs to R and P2 comma P3 belongs to R. We should prove that P1 comma P3 belongs to R. Then it becomes transitive. Now to prove P1 comma P3 will belong to R, we'll have to show that P1 comma P3 belongs to R. So we'll say, when P1 comma P2 belongs to R means P1 and P2 have same number of sides. And we have P2 comma P3 belongs to R means P2 and P3 have, and P2 and P3 have same number of sides. So therefore P1 and P2 have same number of sides. P2 and P3 also have same number of sides means P1 and P3 will have same number of sides. So therefore P1 and P3 have same number of sides. Therefore we can say P1 comma P3 belongs to R. Therefore R is transitive. Now since R is repulsively transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. Now the second part of the proof. So we have to find the set of all elements in A related to the triangle T with the sides 3, 4, 5. It's a right triangle T. Now set of all elements related to triangle T, right triangle T or triangle T with sides 3, 4 and 5. Set of all elements related to triangle T with sides 3, 4 and 3 will be equal to set of all triangles. The set of all elements related to the triangle T with these sides will be equal to what? Set of all triangles, because set of all elements related to T means any element will be related to the triangle, means the triangle is a polygon, which means it should have same number of sides. Triangle has 3 sides, so whichever element in A has 3 sides, because it has to be related to this triangle, right? So the elements which are related from A, which are related to this triangle T, will be all the elements which have 3 sides. Now what are all the elements from A which have 3 sides? All the polygons with 3 sides. All the polygons with 3 sides is what? All the triangles. So set of all elements related to triangle T will be equal to set of all triangles in A. Set of all triangles in set A. Set of all triangles in set A will be the set of all elements related to the triangle T with the sides 3, 4 and 5. Because 2 polygons are related when they have same number of sides. So what are all the elements that are related to T? All the polygons. Elements means polygons. So what are the set of polygons related to T? Polygons related to T means triangle T has 3 sides. So all the polygons which have 3 sides will be related to this triangle T. And all the polygons having 3 sides, this means what? A polygon having 3 sides means it's a triangle. So all the triangles from set A will be related to this triangle with the sides 3, 4 and 5. So this does not matter. What matters is the number of sides. Whether it's a right triangle, it is also say right triangle. Those things, it doesn't matter. But what matters is how many sides this triangle has. 3 sides, which means all the elements in A which have 3 sides are related to this, and all the elements which have 3 sides are, all the polygons which have 3 sides are what? Nothing but triangles from set A. Now let's go to the 14th problem. right? So 14th one. So all of you pause the video and take the notes. Now I am going to do the 14th problem, which is what is given. A is set of all lines in xy plane. A is what? Set of all lines in xy plane, which means all the different lines that we have. So if this is the plane, x-axis, y-axis, all the lines, this line, this line, this line, this line, this line, it will have all the lines. Set of all the lines in the plane. A has, so each element is a line. Each element in A is a straight line in the plane. Now here the relation is L1 comma L2, set of all lines L1 comma L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. So two lines are related when L1 is parallel to L2. We'll say two lines are related if they are parallel. If they are not parallel, then they are not related. For example, this line and probably these two lines are related because they are parallel. But this line and this line are not related because they are intersecting. Right? So that's how the relation is. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that R is an equivalence relation. And also we should find set of all lines related to the line. We should also find set of all lines or elements in A or set of all lines. Set of all lines related to the line. Set of all related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Now we should find set of all lines related to this line. What are all the lines will be related to this line? Which means we should find what are all the lines which are parallel to this line. Because the lines which are related to this line means they should be parallel to this line. Any line that is parallel to this line will be related to this line. So anyway, that is the second part. We will do the first part, reflexive part. So we will start with what? We'll say let we'll take a line L belonging to A. We're taking an element from A and that element will be a line. I am calling it as L belonging to, right? Oh sorry, L is a set of all. So here it is not A, it is L is a set of all lines. L. The name of the set is L. So we'll say let line L belongs to the set L. Here it is not A set, it is L set of all lines. So I am taking one line L from the set L. This set L has all lines, set of all lines. So, and the relation R is defined on the set L. Now let L belongs to L. Then L is parallel to L. Any line is parallel to itself. Parallel to L. A line L is parallel to itself. Therefore, we can say L comma L. L comma L belongs to R for every L belonging to L. For every line in L, the line is parallel to itself. Therefore, R is reflexive. Now for symmetric. So in geometry, every line is parallel to itself. Now symmetric. Symmetric means we should take two lines. So we'll say let L comma M belongs to R. The two lines L and M, they belong to R. They are related. Right? They are related, or you can say L1 comma L2 also belongs to R. We can say that way also. So L comma M belongs to R, which means L is parallel to M. The line L is parallel to M, which means M is parallel to L. When L is parallel to M, we can say M is also parallel to L. When M is parallel to L, then we have M comma L belongs to R. So L comma M belongs to R means M comma L also belongs to R. The reverse is also belongs to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Now for transitivity, we'll take three lines. We'll take LMN, three lines. We'll say let L comma M belongs to R and M comma N belongs to R, where L, M, N are lines. When L comma M belongs to R means L is parallel to M and M comma N belongs to R means M is parallel to N When L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, we know that any line that is parallel to a line which is parallel to both the lines, right? M is parallel to L, M is parallel to N means L is parallel to M. You can say L is parallel to N. So this is L. L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, which means I can say L is parallel to N. So therefore L is parallel to N. Therefore L comma N belongs to R. So we proved L comma M, M comma N belongs to R means L comma N, A comma C belongs to R. Therefore R is transitive. Since R is differential, simply transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. It's an equivalence relation. Fine. And now the next point is we should find set of all lines which are related to this line. So set of all lines related to y is equal to 2x plus 4 is equal to set of all lines parallel to y is equal to 2x plus 4. Right? Set of all lines parallel to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. So all the lines which are parallel to this y is equal to 2x plus 4 will be of the form, will have the same slope as this line. So what is the slope of this line? 2, because it is of the form y equal to mx plus c. See, y equal to mx plus c form, where m is the slope of the line. So in the place of m we have 2. The 2 is the slope of this line. So all the lines which are related to this line should be parallel to this line, which means the slope of those lines should also be 2. So set of all lines parallel to y, which means we'll say y equal to 2x plus c. Y is equal to 2x plus c, where c is some real number, where comma c belongs to R. C belongs to R. R means not this relation R, the real numbers. C belongs to stylish R. 2x plus c. C is a number. 2x plus c. C is different numbers. Y is equal to 2x plus c, comma c equal to R is the set of lines. Is a set of lines related to y is equal to 2x plus 4 line, the given line. To this line, these are the set of lines. There are many lines. For different values of c, you will get different lines. Y is equal to 2x plus 1, y is equal to 2x plus 2, y is equal to 2x plus 3, y is equal to 2x plus 1 by 2, y is equal to 2x plus 0, y is equal to 2x plus root 2, all these. So all the lines which are related to this will be in this form, y is equal to 2x plus c, where c belongs to R. So this is the set of all lines which are related to the given line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Fine. So this completes the 14th problem also. So we will check on the 15th one. So 15th one, all of you pause the video and take the notes. I am erasing this. We will do the 15th problem. So what the 15th problem says is, in the book, let R be a relation in the set. Suppose I call this set as A. No name is given in the book, so we are calling this set as 1, 2, 3, 4, and the relation R is what? It's an MCQ, multiple choice question. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Now we have to choose which is the best option. Let's choose which is the right answer. Now, is R reflexive? Let's check whether R is reflexive. R reflexive means 1, 1 should be there, which is there. 2, 2 is there, yes. 3, 3 is there, 4, 4 is there. So therefore R is reflexive. R is reflexive means definitely not option C. Right? It's definitely not option C. It should be either A, B or D. Now again, is it symmetric? 1 comma 2 is there, 2 comma 1 is there? No, it is not there. So it is not symmetric. It is reflexive but not symmetric. So reflexive but not symmetric, which comes? D cannot be, because D is equivalence means everything. So it is reflexive, either A or B, but reflexive but not symmetric. So which means option B. So this is reflexive and transitive. Reflexive and transitive, but not symmetric. Because reflexive, because 1 comma 1 is there, 2 comma 2 is there, 3 comma 3 is there, 4 comma 4 is there. So it is reflexive. And transitive, if you take any two elements, 1 comma 3 is there, 3 comma 2 is there, so 1 comma 2 should be there, which is here, right? So 1 comma 3 is there, 3 comma 3, so 1 comma 3 is there. So it is transitive. Any two pairs you take, it satisfies this condition. But symmetric it is not, because 1 comma 2 is there, but 2 comma 1 is not there. The reverse is not there. Therefore, it is not symmetric. So it is option B. Option B is the right answer for 15th problem. Now 16th problem is, which is the last problem in this exercise. That is 16th one. So what it says, 16th one is, let R be a relation in the set N given by R equal to, so it is the set is N, which is set of all natural numbers. Set of natural numbers. And the set R is defined as set of all A comma B such that A is equal to B minus 2, where B is greater than 6. Now we have to choose which element belongs to R. 2 comma 4, option A. Option A is 2 comma 4 belongs to R. Option B is 3 comma 8 belongs to R. Option C is 6 comma 8 belongs to R. And option D is 8 comma 7 belongs to R. Now we should choose which one is correct. Now B should be greater than 6, which means A comma B, second element should be greater than 6. So here second element is greater than 6 means either this or this, because it is 8, it is 7. So B should be greater than 6, either one of them, right? 8 comma 7, sorry, 6 comma 8 is also there, this is also there, sorry. So greater than 6 means 8, 7, these three will come. Then again it should be, the A should be B minus 2. Now substitute 8 here, B as 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. So A becomes 6, which means we need 6 comma 8, which is this one. So the answer is this one. Option C, which is 6 comma 8 belongs to R, because it satisfies this condition. These two, they don't satisfy. They can satisfy this condition, but this does not satisfy this condition. 8 comma 7 also does not satisfy this condition, because A is 8, B is 7. Which if I put B as 7, 7 minus 2 is 5. A should be 5, because but A is here 8. So similarly, if I put 8 here, 8 minus 2 is 6, but I have 3, so this will not come. But this has 6 comma 8. If I substitute A as 6, B as 8, then 6 is equal to 8 minus 2, satisfy. And also B is greater than 6, B is 8 here, it is greater than 6. Therefore, the answer for 16th is option C. This element 6 comma 8 will belong to the relation R, or 6 is related to 8. So the option C, 6 comma 8 will belong to R. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes, and I will stop the session here, and you can watch my video for the continuation of this chapter, wherein the next video will talk about functions and types of functions. So this video completes the exercise 1.1. So please watch my next video for the continuation of this. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.